And we have a special guest back on TalksTasha. This is Debra Eaton. So good to have you here, Debra. And you're back. You did a video way back about your testimony, didn't you? About the supernatural, about Reiki and how God delivered you from all this stuff. So you're back again. So good to have you back. So we're going to go a bit deeper. Wasn't you about Reiki? This is what we're going to focus on. And the importance about Reiki and how dark Reiki is. So, Debra, do you want to just ease people into it about Reiki and what it's all about?
Basically, I mean, there's a lot of people doing Reiki, so many people out there will probably know something of what I'm talking about. It was brought in the 1900s by Mikao Usui, who sat on a mountain for 40 days and nights, seeking the source of healing himself. So having sat there for 40 days, he then had all these symbols flying through the air and hitting on his forehead. Japanese kanji came in, different symbols, and they all represented a different aspect of healing. I've been looking into quite a lot of this, and there is a viewpoint that actually these were Japanese demons that brought them in. And what he did then, he went around healing people and then passing on the symbols to other people so they could also do the same kind of healing. So he was a Buddhist monk. He wasn't a Christian. He later claimed, apparently, to be a Christian, but that was never proven that he was a Christian. So these kanjis were used to heal the chakras. They put their hands on people and apparently they were getting healed. These demons could communicate with every different part of the body and sort of flow in there and just start doing the healing. Now, this was passed on through various different Reiki masters. I mean, it's just spread all over the world. Just opened each person up to these symbols, and once they were there, you couldn't get rid of them. They were just there. Each person then was attuned, and they apparently could go out and put their hands on people. And since the 1900s, this form of Reiki has spread throughout the world. But then we've got people doing different types of Reiki, adding different symbols, doing different things with them, bringing in Reiki guides, Reiki masters, Reiki, anything really. Everybody who does Reiki brings in spirit guides. And because I'm now a Christian, I know what they are. I know for a fact that they are demons. Because when I became attuned to Reiki, I had a teacher. So what he did with us, he took us on to a sacred island just off the coast here called Bardsey. For our final Reiki attunement, I had 2 attunements with him. So you have Reiki 1 and Reiki 2. They all have different symbols attached to them. They're supposed to heal the physical and the emotional and mental. Then you go on to the spiritual. So we can clear karma. We can do anything we like with these symbols. And they're supposed to do everything, including clearing out demons, clearing out negative energy, healing on every single level, right? So he was really into doing this, but using the Ascended Masters. So we were taken on giving these symbols. Whilst we were there, we had, flying saucers flying about, fairies, angels, you name it, was apparently appearing.
So actual, did you say fairies flying around?
Fairies. Fairies.
You saw them?
Yeah. So the thing is that because we're so into, like, we want to have an experience. We want a spiritual experience. And a lot of people who get Reiki get spiritual experiences. They start using Reiki guides. They start seeing things. They start getting this wonderful tingling energy and all these colors of the rainbow coming through. I had all of that. And throughout my practice, my clients could see all these colours and and I could see these symbols going through every time I put my hands on somebody. So it's hands-on healing, but because I was already into all the therapies, I was a reflexologist for sure. I was also doing massage. It just followed. I was like, yeah, Reiki's the next step. So many people doing it, so many people teaching it, but this specific man was into all of these other things. So everything came in, all these guides came in, because there's so many people are doing it, and anybody, absolutely anybody, can get attuned and start doing Reiki, laying their hands on people. When I started practicing and when I started attuning people and making them into Reiki, what you do is place the symbols on, attune people to the symbols. So they have got them in their energy system, and they can then go and lay hands on people and do healing. And pretty difficult experiences with some people. One lady in particular who was already in a very hard place spiritually. I attuned her, and she got so much worse with her mental health. Spiritually, she was in a bad place. I knew I shouldn't have attuned her. Other people were having nightmares of black things running around after them in a dark space. So that told, and she used to come to me and say, look, why am I having these horrible experiences? And you know what? I couldn't tell her because I didn't know. When I was saved by Jesus, then I found out why. My emphasis really is on how dangerous it is. It feels lovely. It feels wonderful. It's going to heal everything. It doesn't heal everything. If anything, people feel a lot worse as they go along having this treatment. I personally, as a Reiki master teacher, felt dreadful. If I did attunements on people, I was so sick and drained afterwards. But then I didn't have any idea what I was carrying. You know, each time I did an attunement, I would be sending demons through to those people. And when I encountered Jesus Christ, the second time I had an encounter with him, he removed the symbols from me. Because when I used to give healing, they used to flow through me. I could feel them moving through me. There's all these different symbols. They would flow into that person. The person would say, oh, this is gorgeous. I can see all these colours of the rainbow. And, oh, it's all tingly and warm and lovely experience. So I love it, you know. But when I met Jesus, I couldn't do it anymore. I had to start explaining to the people I'd trained, to my clients, that I couldn't do it anymore. And I got massive opposition. How dare you not? I've asked you for Reiki. Why aren't you giving it to me? I want an attunement. I can't do it anymore. I got abuse from people because I wasn't doing it anymore. And this is the thing, these things are so acceptable. And the people who are doing it are the people who are in the most opposition to me when I told them about it. And there are times I was giving attunements when I wasn't well, when I was traumatized myself, and I should never have been doing it. Never. It actually made me ill, trying to bring through all these things to these people. So the spiritual state of each person was never brought into question. My spiritual state never questioned it. Just did it because everybody else did it, and it seemed like a wonderful thing to do. And it seemed to work, and, you know, it's all team. Like I say, it felt good. The heat that came out of it, there was a lot of heat. It felt a bit like the Holy Spirit does to me now, but there's a lot of heat. And when I stopped doing it, when I could no longer do it, and I put my hands on somebody, they say, oh, you don't feel the same. What are you doing? It's not Reiki. It mimics God, and it mimics the Holy Spirit. And people will think it's the same thing because they do not understand what the devil is up to, what Satan is up to, that he's a counterfeiter. So they know how to make people all excited. Like, look at this new symbol. Look what it can do. It can clean out our karma. It can clean out our past lives. It can clean out our chakra system and, get rid of all this negative energy I've got.
Symbol, are you saying every symbol has a manifestation for something? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't shown them here because I didn't really want to, but each one will have a different manifestation. And those symbols go straight into different parts of the body, apparently, to clear out the problem. When I think about it, it actually makes my stomach turn because I think, wow, what have I done? What have I done to these people? Because they're probably out there. And even if you stop practicing, I don't do it anymore, they're still there. Those symbols are still in your system. Those demons are still there. Those energies are still there. And without proper deliverance, you won't get rid of them. They're there. And that's another scary thing. What else are they doing? What other damage are they doing? It probably leads on to other things. Like with me, I got so heavily into witchcraft and all. How do I know how much of the influence these demons had on my future progress, down to the point where I was totally lost? It's just, I mean, I was into everything anyway. So I was already, I mean, I wouldn't like somebody like me as I was then putting their hands on somebody. What I was into so many things. Reiki was the top hat, the witchcraft, everything. So I'm bringing all this and putting my hands on people, and goodness knows what else they might have received because I was being into witchcraft and all the other things. So there's that as well. What, we're not, where's the discrimination? I've had to give up all of my therapies, all of them, because of what's attached to them. But Reiki is, to me, one of the most dangerous and one of the worst, because so many therapists use it alongside other things. So it's like a double whammy. For me, it was a double whammy. For these people, there are people who just absolutely refuse to even listen to me. I mean, I've tried, I'm hoping to put this out and say, look, please stop. Please do whatever you can to stop. But unless you become a born-again Christian, there's not a lot you can do. You need to get rid of them. I am so passionate about this because it had a massive effect, and I did it for a long time, 20 years. And I only stopped because the Lord put his hands on me and removed them. Yeah, it was like he did the deliverance thing. Yeah, I saw him coming during this conference. This is my second encounter. And he just came up and just started pulling all sorts of things out of me. It looked like that. That's when the symbols that used to come through my body totally disappeared.
So someone's watching this right now. You're hearing this message. You're hearing what Debra's saying right now about Reiki.
Yeah.
But you're still not understanding the danger of this. It's dark. We're talking about demons, darkness, bondage, and it could lead to actual physical death, because that's where the end game is, really, isn't it?
It is. The end game is pretending to be healing, but ending in death, and spiritual death as well, because these demons are real. Satan is real, and he's come to kill, steal, and destroy. And he's got a perfect avenue because of our obsession with holistic healing and thinking that everything goes, and it doesn't go. Say to anybody doing it, please just don't do it anymore. If you can get support and help to get rid of them, give your life to Jesus. Give your life to Jesus and let him help you to deal with it, because it's dangerous, very dangerous practice.
Debra, you have shared. And guys, I'm just going to put up the YouTube video of Debra of her testimony that she did on TalksTasha. So if you want to check it out, it's coming out from darkness. Check it out, guys. Watch it. This is a testimony of her coming out from witchcraft, Reiki. What else? You did lots of things, didn't you, Debra?
Yeah, kinesiology. Yeah.
All that. So check out. It's on my YouTube. Watch it.
Yeah.
It's so powerful of what God delivered Debra from. No, you're quite welcome, because people need to know this. And we're crying out. Debra's up here coming out on TalksTasha again to really plug this, to really push this forward and saying, please, come out from this. This is dangerous, you know?
Yeah, turn towards Jesus, because he is the only answer. You'll never get away from this Reiki stuff if you are not born again in Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Amen.
So if you want to speak to Debra, you're on Facebook. They can contact you, can't they?
Yes, yeah. Through Messenger on Debra Eaton.
Through Messenger, yeah.
I'm trying to work out how to do a podcast, because actually what I would like to do is have a podcast where I can discuss different topics of what some of my experiences.
That'll be good.
People can, it's just finding out how to do it, because I haven't got a clue. And not like
I'll
you.
help you.
Would you?
I'll help you.
Oh, brilliant. Because I think that it's the way forward. Apart from writing a book, of course, I would like to do podcasts.
Oh, from me to you and Debra, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
God bless you all. Bye.